Is a Friday night. We're doing our usual Friday stream. I forgot to stream Wednesday. I literally forgot to stream on Wednesday. It was a really weird weekend, and as a result, I had a really weird week. And and because of that, when Wednesday came around, like it just didn't register. Like, all right, it's Wednesday, got to stream tonight. I got home from work and I was just like, all right, cool. I guess I'll just watch some TV, you know. And it was like 11 p.m. and I was like, oh shit, damn, I just remembered. Ooh, oh, whoops. Anyway, what is YouTube is innovating where nobody asked them to fucking innovate in the first place, all right? Instead of showing me the name of your channels, what it's doing now, I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but what it's doing is it's showing me the tag, the handle that it asked people to create, I think maybe like sometime last year or this year or whenever it was. I see at the waffle friends and at smart underscore moron one. I know, smart moron. The Waffle Friends. I got to be honest with you. I know you've been here before, but I forget fucking I forget what your actual channel name is. You know, and even me, it says at Scott Sullivan MMA. It's like I don't want Twitter. I stopped streaming on Twitter because Twitter sucks as a platform to stream on. Why would they go and make it into Twitter? It's so dumb, you know. But anyway, hope everybody who's here, all two of you on YouTube, hope you're doing well tonight. Um, oh man, I said it was a weird week, or really a weird weekend that led to a weird week, and I can say this now because I'm like I feel like it's okay to say it because honestly, I wasn't sure what I could say and what I could not say, but yeah, like I tweaked my arm in a way that was really messed up. Um, and it is better. It's not like better, right? Like I still can't do some things without it hurting, but the speed with which it has improved is really good. I'm really happy about that. Um, I tweaked it at a jujitsu tournament on Saturday, last Saturday. It was my birthday, and I popped my fucking arm. What happened is, um, I was competing. It was my first match of the day. The guy ended up in mount position, right? So he was on top, and he went for an arm lock, and I turned my arm in a way that took the arm lock away. But when I did that, his next move was to throw his leg over and go for an armbar. Now me, I know how to get out of an armbar, so I wasn't just gonna tap immediately, but I think what it is that because this is my bad shoulder, there was just so much tightness here in the muscle, like the deltoid, I would assume, and maybe like oh yeah, the bicep as well. I think what happened is like it just the sudden yank that way, even though no ligament, no tendon, no skeletal damage occurred, it was just enough for my muscle to just rupture, because when he yanked my arm, I heard and I felt two pops in my shoulder area, and he let go as soon as that happened. I couldn't move my arm, and he was like, I heard that and I felt that. So even he heard and felt it, you know? Um, so really like I think it was almost kind of a godsend a little bit, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because even though it still hurts, and like I said, I can't do everything yet. I know that given another week, I'll probably be back up to 100, if not very close to that. And also, like, it feels better. Like this area right here, it does not feel as hard. It doesn't feel as tense. You know, it's almost like it's almost like a really aggressive chiropractor thing, or like massage or something like that. I don't know what the hell the deal was. I don't know what the hell the deal is. But yeah. So that was weird. I ended up having to take 2 days off from work because of that, because I wasn't sure how well I would be able to handle having to move shit around. And Wednesday was my first day back at work after that. So, I think that's probably why, because I was just like coping with the fact that my you know, I was back to work with my shoulder injury and stuff like that. Man, anyway, um, oh fuck, it does. I made that tag when I was like a child. It's Skippy Dippy. Ah, yes, Skippy Dippy, of course, of course. Uh, Dunye beat Alex's ass recently. Yeah, he did, didn't he? The Alex B also kept fighting with Daniel from season 4 and kept taking him down with a headlock like a WMMA fight. Yeah, like I know I kind of talked some shit about Alex B recently. It's all in good fun. Alex I can tell is the kind of guy that you can kind of fuck around like that a little bit. And it's not going to be that serious, or maybe he just knows I could like actually beat him up or something. I don't know. Either way, I was just fucking around. I didn't really mean anything like truly nasty by it or anything, but if there is one thing that I do feel like Alex B would probably fall into, it would be that he is the kind of guy who, if he feels like he can pick on you, he will keep doing it. If he wins the fight once, he's going to want to keep fighting, you know? Um, and yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that's why he kept going after Daniel. I've never met either of them, and I'm a little bit more familiar with Alex B because he's been in my consciousness. You know, I've been made aware of him. I've been aware of him, excuse me, for longer. Um, but like I could see Daniel kind of like Daniel also strikes me as a bit of a shit talker too, like the kind of shit talker who will like talk shit and then he like if he loses a fight, he's gonna get up and he's gonna be like, oh well, that's fine because that guy's still the pussy, you know. It just seems like two guys who have some strange personality traits got together in a room and because of that they just couldn't stop triggering each other is what it seems like, you know. Um Dunya tried to hit Alex B with a pan, Jimmy had to stop. Genuine character development. Yeah, oh excuse me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like it sucks we didn't get a better angle, you know, because that's content. The only angle that you could see was on Trish's stream. Was Trish's stream. Other than that, like you don't I mean I don't know, maybe there's another camera angle somewhere, you know, maybe there's some like Zapruder film tier camera shit. Who knows, but regardless, it would be nice to see. And yeah, that was the I mean what did you expect, you know? These people are like he got some very contentious people to live in a house together for what was supposed to be a week. I forget if Thankful Tank is still on or not. I have no clue, you know. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not watching Thankful Tank like that either. I haven't really been tuned into anything going on in the extended Fish Tank universe. You know, obviously anybody who's trying to do something, I would wish them luck and hope they do well with it, you know. But like I have so much on my mind right now. I have so many different things that I'm trying to get ready for. It's just like I don't have the time to be tapped in like that, you know. Um, Glad Fatty made bank off the cameo. What cameo are you talking about, High Ecuador? Um, man, uh, I borrowed these from my wife because one of my things was not working, and I'm trying to test them out now. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Glover tonight, okay? We're playing Glover because I'm actually having a really fun time with it. I gotta be honest with you. When I bought it off Steam, I was like, this is probably just gonna sit in my collection and I'm not gonna play it. But one day I decided I'd play it for the stream just to kind of dick around, and it was good. You know, I'm having a really good time with it. I believe we have two more worlds that we have to beat. Um, so we will go through at the very least the second to last world today, and it's gonna be a good time. damn it. It's going to be a good time. I also started playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I have to say, I get why people really enjoy it. It is an enjoyable game. Um, like I'll be honest with you. There's times where I'm like, when people are trying to hype up a game, when people are telling me a game is good, I just know that I'm probably not gonna like it, and I'm like, whatever. But and I'm not gonna lie, Vampire the Masquerade, it was kind of like that. I was like, nah, dude, fucking vampires, fucking no. Why would I want to play that? But no, no, Tim Kaine, really good video game guy, really good video game developer. You know, they did a really good job with that game so far. So far, I'm only in the second area downtown. I'm only in the downtown area right now. I just got there like a couple of nights ago, but yeah, it's a good time. It's definitely a good time. What is going on, NTXC? I apologize if I'm not saying your real name. It's just that, excuse me. I don't know if you see it or not, but YouTube in the chat is not using channel names anymore. It's using channel tags, like we're on fucking Twitter or something like that. And hello, Zachary Vered. I know you're Zach because your at is just Zachary Vered. That's it. Anyway. Um. Oh, Dunye got him to do a cameo against Alex B. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Fucking I talked about how Greg unfollowed me on Twitter a little while ago, and that hurt a little bit, right? Not because I care that much about social media, but let's be honest here, right? Like when you follow somebody on social media, that is like, it's not just like, oh, I'm interested in seeing your stuff. It's like, no, like you and I have been friendly, and your presence on the website and my endorsement of you as a person on this website means something. But I will say I appreciate that when Greg was in Philly, I believe it was, he was in Pennsylvania. He actually did hit me up to see if I wanted to come down, but that was the day that I got injured at the jiu-jitsu tournament. So it just was not going to work out. I will say another person, when I figured this out, and look, I don't go like checking in to see, I don't go checking in to see like who follows and who doesn't follow me or anything like that. It's just little things, little shifts and little changes that I notice will kind of like get me to wonder, and I'll be like, oh, huh, I wonder. And I'll check, and like it turns out somebody unfollowed me. Airsoft Fatty unfollowed so many people from the fish tank world. And it's like, huh, that's weird. Like, me and Chris were always cool. His manager Blaze is cool too. You know, um, fucking. I wonder why he would do that. That kind of sucks, man. I'm not angry. Like Chris is probably just like, whatever. I'm moving on from the whole fish tank thing. I would assume that's what he's doing. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Oh man. I stopped using weird handles in like 2011 or earlier. Yeah, I was never a weird handles kind of guy. I was that's one thing I regret, is not having a little bit more fun with handles. You know, because like it this is like a very autistic thing. This is very autistic, what I'm about to explain. But when you have like a dumb handle, it like, and not like funny dumb, just like genuinely like S Sullivan 94. When that's your handle, it like takes the air out of the room. It's like energy vampire tier Xbox gamer tag. Like people want to see funny shit. Fucking Mountain Don't. XX Mountain Don't. Fucking like that's what people want to see. That's fun. But I don't know, like I was just I grew up in an anti-fun household, and because of that it made me boring. I am boring because of that. Somebody mentioned, I forget who it was. I believe it might have been Skippy. No, it was Smart Moron. Jake Paul knocking out Anthony Joshua would be hilarious and should happen. That would be pretty funny. I would like to see something like that. I remember it's funny because like um I remember where I was when Joshua knocked out Klitschko. And like the reason I remember is because I was with my dad and we were going to pick up some mulch at the Home Depot. And like he's watching on his phone and he's showing me, and like Klitschko from what I remember was actually doing pretty fucking good, you know. He was kind of in control of the fight, and I don't know, maybe that's like maybe that's because of the way my dad was trying to like sell what was going on. My dad was also telling me how the fight was going too. And then like we hop in the car, we drive home, he pulls out his phone again and he looks, and the fight's over and Klitschko got knocked out by that uppercut. You know, it was just like I don't know, but anyway, um yeah, I mean, we're gonna be streaming for the Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Is Jake Paul gonna be the bigger guy this time? Because Jake purposefully takes fights with guys who he is a lot bigger than. That's his thing. That's the way he kind of gets away with the skill gap issues and stuff like that. Um, excuse me. I wonder if Anthony Joshua is actually going to be bigger than Jake Paul. That would be interesting. Yeah, so we'll stream for that if I'm able to. I should be able to. Um, excuse me. And then somebody else. Oh yeah, Ian Gary is fighting Bilal this week. They should have a who's more unlikable competition. I think Bilal loses that easily because he just kind of sucks, you know. Ian Gary, you at least have like a reason to feel something towards the guy. You might be disgusted by like some of the things that has gone down with like his public image and stuff like that. But at the very least, he kind of is like he'll talk a little shit back, you know. He's got that Irish charm, that Irish charisma. That even if you're like boo, you know, he knows how to play around with that. Bilal Muhammad is just like autistic. He's just like an autistic Muslim, and it sucks to like see him anywhere. That's why I didn't watch him versus JDM, is because it's not even that I was like, oh dude, like JDM's gonna lose. It's not even like I wasn't sure what was gonna happen because I didn't know anything about JDM. But when it came to Bilal, it was just like fucking who cares? I don't want to fucking see that guy on my TV. I don't want to I don't want to pollute my TV with his visage. I'm all set. I'm good on that, thank you. And I skipped it. And apparently he got beat up for 5 rounds, you know? Lots of big accounts like to have a small follow amount with a large follower amount. It's been a status thing since Twitter was young. Oh yeah, I'm sure, you know. Like I've seen that kind of thing happen because truthfully, I'll be honest with you guys, you know. If somebody follows me and I'm curious enough to see who they are, and I see they have like 10,000 followers or something like that, I might give them a follow back, you know. And then like a month will pass and I'll notice like, oh hey, apparently I follow this account, huh? I wonder who they are because I just forgot who they were. I only followed them because they had a big follow count anyway, right? Um, and like I'll see that they don't follow me and I'll be like, wait a second, didn't this guy follow me and that's why I followed him? And as soon as I have that thought, I'm like, whatever, fucking unfollow, you know. I wasn't even seeing their shit anyway. Who gives a shit, you know? um uh Sorry about that. He did not hit me up, but in all fairness, he forgets I live in PA every other day, LMAO. Yeah, I don't know what he was up to in Pennsylvania. I just know that he was on a stream with Frank Hassel and a few other gentlemen. Was Bert? I believe Bert was on the stream too. I should have skipped the I should have I should have fucking skipped the tournament. I should have skipped the tournament and just fucking went down to meet Bert is what I should have did, you know? Should have had a gay black dude flirt with me all day. That would have been good content. It would have been good content. Anyway, I'm missing messages. Skippy Swags was here. No, not Skippy Swags. Skippy Dippy. Skippy Dippy. Mr. Verid. Yeah. What was I gonna say? There's another guy who's been popping in for a little while now. His name's Skippy Dippy. So he went to Philly to mess around, I guess. Yeah. Like I'm someone who I care about people. And I'm not saying that like here's um I'm trying to find a way to explain, right? I tend to care pretty deeply for people, right? Even if you're not someone who's that relevant to my life, even if you're not someone who I talk to constantly, I want the best for you if we've had like even if we didn't have like some good moments or like good days together, like I wouldn't say I want anything bad for you, right? But like I want good things for people and I want to be able to feel like we look back and we think, ah, yeah, like those were good times or that was a good moment. When I look back, I think, yeah, that was a good dude, and I want you to look back at me and think, yeah, that was a good dude. You know, um, that's the kind of thing that I want. That's how I feel about people. I'll call you a friend even though we only spent like a day or two hanging out and we haven't seen each other since. Not because it's like not because it's like I think we're best pals and we're always there for each other and all this stuff, but because I don't think it should like I don't think you need that much to be able to call somebody a friend, you know? If somebody's good to you, they're friendly to you, then yeah, they're a friend, you know? If you were stranded in a desert and you saw that guy you spent a day or two hanging out with, you'd be like, "Oh, thank God it's a friend. Maybe he can help me out." You wouldn't be like, "Oh, thank God it's that guy that I hung out with like a year or two ago a couple of times." you know? Um so like when things like that happen, yeah, I do kind of take it a little bit personally. I don't get upset. I would never hit somebody up. And when I saw Greg unfollowed me on Twitter, I unfollowed him, but then after like a minute of thinking about it, I was like, "Nah, dude, it's fucking Greg. I should just bridge the gap if anything." So I hit him up on Instagram and I asked him if he wanted to be on a stream. I've been trying to make sure I put that stream together, but it just hasn't been getting put together because I've been so fucking busy with everything. Um, but yeah, overall, I'm very, I'm a sensitive young boy. I'm a sensitive young man. No, but like, I got a lot of love in my heart, and I want to share that love with people. I don't go places to make enemies. I don't talk to people to have enemies. I don't expend energy on people that I don't care about. You know, if I'm going to expend energy on or with you, it's going to be because I'm like, "Nah, I think this person's cool. I like them. I appreciate them." You know? Excuse me. I don't apply meaning to that stuff. Frank Ocean summed it up with Facebook story. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Yeah, and I mean it's like I said, that's I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. All right. Um, it is what it is. Like I'm not sitting here crying about it, but I do have a moment where I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? I thought we were cool though. Why do you do that? You know? Scott, if someone unfollows you on Twitter, you should immediately challenge them to a fight. I think that's probably what I'll start doing, honestly. You know, that's like one of the things that one of the like there's multiple reasons. I've been doing a lot of reflecting on a lot of different things lately, and that includes my little YouTube channel, my YouTube endeavor. It's been like I think like 3 years maybe um going into the fourth. I think it could have been that long. um like it is what it is. Other YouTube channels that I've had kind of go through that same life cycle of like, you know I start, and then like 3 to 4 years later, I'm like, okay, I think it's time to move on from this project. But I do think, because this is the most successful project that I have had, right? Obviously, because I was able to make connections, people that I would call friends, but maybe they would refer to me as like an acquaintance, either current or, long time ago, an acquaintance, right? Um, like due mostly to that, right? But part of the reason why is that fucking Dexter? Is that hold up. Is that supposed to be that almost looks like it's supposed to be Dexter. I'm curious about that. Definitely won't be playing this one. I've heard some bad things about it, and I do not want to take the chance. Vampire 1 is so, like, I'm enjoying it, right? I don't want to ruin it, But anyway, um I do think about, like, hey, like, why has my view count, why has everything been going down? And part of that is truly because I don't jump on every single opportunity that I'm afforded, including but not limited to drama, Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh man. You know, I don't want to be all over Twitter, like, adding people like, "Oh, and you fucking unfollowed me? Why? You got a fucking problem? You being a fucking pussy?" I don't want to get into a big blowout with somebody on Twitter, and then, like, on the back of that, be like, "Tune into my stream where we're going to talk more about it." It's like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Anyway, um, oh wait, nope. Uh, sorry, one sec. I'm just grabbing something here. Um, I will say that I've had people in the community unfollow me within minutes or hours after I unfollow them, which is incredibly weird. Like, they have a bot set up or something. Can't name names. Yeah, that would be a little bit weird. It's like I said, I'm not sitting here, like, policing or, like, checking in on people. I wouldn't do that. But, like, when I post Instagram stories, right, and, like, for a year every one of them gets checked by, like, this one person, and then out of nowhere, like it's not like I noticed the first one they don't check, but after a while I remember, like, oh yeah, this person exists. Uh-huh, you know what? They haven't checked my story in a while, I feel like. Huh. I wonder if they unfollowed me. I know they're on here, right? Like, I get a little nervous when I notice that. Or not nervous, but curious would be more the word. Um Also, please pray for Brandon Buckingham if you will. He's incredibly unwell. Yes, that is. I was looking for a way to kind of transition into talking about the Brandon situation. That really sucks, and I hope everything works out for him. You know, Br- Brandon's someone that I actually really appreciate, because I helped him out with his boxing match in, like, 2022 through Sam, of course. But truthfully, whenever I was down there, a lot of it was just me and Brandon working. Like, Sam would tell me what he wanted me to work on that day, because as his excuse me, as his head coach, as the guy who's with him every day training, Sam's gonna have the expertise to be like, this is what we want. But, like, he would usually just be like, all right, why don't you work this with him today? And then he'd, like, go inside and do whatever he had to do for, like, Calm 98 shit, and I'd be there with Brandon for, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Um, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's how I know Brandon. You know, Brandon is someone who, whenever I text him, he gets back to me. I'm not always texting him all the time, but um, like, if there's ever something to say to him, because I don't want to burden the guy, I don't want to bother him. If I have something to say to him, I will hit him up, and he will get back to me, and I appreciate that, right? The reason I say this is because I'm trying to highlight that Brandon is, like, a genuine dude. I think he and I are the same in that way, where he doesn't have many acquaintances. I think he just has friends that he spent a little bit of time with, you know. Um, excuse me, and it's really unfortunate that whatever is happening with him right now is happening, you know. I texted him like a month ago when I thought he was kind of going through it, and you know, he got back to me kind of recently. You know, it seems like he's got some other issues right now too. You know, and funny enough, I went to Maryland at the end of last year, the beginning of this year. You know, I went there for the whatever it's called, the thing, New Year's, duh. And the day I landed, I hit him up and I'm like, "Yo, dude, let me know if you want to link up." And he called me, right? But I fell asleep. And the reason he called me is because his daughter was born that day. His daughter was born the day I got off the plane in Maryland, you know. Um, we chatted a little bit. You know, like just a genuinely good dude. You can tell he's got a really good heart, you know, a really good soul. And I just hope that whatever it is, the doctors figure it out, you know, because he's someone who I think the world could use more of, not less of, you know. And yeah, you know, it's just it's unfortunate that sometimes bad things happen to good people, and hopefully it is not his time. If it's his time, um, then I pray that God accepts him into heaven. But I pray that it's not his time, especially not now, with a less than 1 year old daughter. You know, um, so yeah, pray for Brandon. You know, pray that he gets better. Pray that any negative things that befall him, he's able to turn into positives. And you know, I guess it's just a waiting game. You know, after all, like you know, I'm talking about like friends and acquaintances. Like you know, we are all on the periphery here. You know, we're not gonna have info as soon as it's available. You know, we'll find out at some point. Excuse me. Do you know how he got so sick? Thought he was a healthy guy. Is he a big drinker? Um, I mean, I don't think so. Like I remember it may have been October of last year. I was on a stream of his. He did a live stream. I believe he was trying to do like sober October or something like that. He said he quit weed. Um and I would assume he either quit or cut down on drinking. And he said he was feeling a lot better. Um you know, yeah, I really don't know. You know, I didn't like party with him either is the thing. You know, I wasn't like partying like a motherfucker with him, but whenever I was around him in a non-boxing environment, which was not constant, but it did happen a few times, he wasn't like, you know, fiending for anything. You know, there was no like, oh, good, we're done boxing, dude. I want to see if I can find some weed or something. You know, he didn't. There was none of that, and he didn't give off vibes like he was kind of like, you know. But hey, um, always scary when you see a really healthy person in a situation like that. Yeah, yeah, you know. Um, life is weird, you know. I don't like I don't want to talk too negative, and I don't want to talk too much about death or anything like that, you know, because I feel like it's not good to be talking like that, you know. Brandon's alive. He's a strong dude. And I think that if the doctors are able to pinpoint whatever is wrong with him, he will be able to, you know, make a full recovery or live with whatever issue he has, and he'll be like good. He'll be good to go, you know. Um, you know, so I don't want to do too much talking about that, but there's been a lot of moments over the last like year and a half to 2 years where I just like I keep finding out about somebody who like I went to school with, and they're just gone now, and I'm just like, whoa, and like life is fragile, and you're not guaranteed anything. You're not even guaranteed the next 5 minutes, let alone the next day. Um, so just take care of yourself, and live a life that's worth talking about after you're gone. You know. Yeah, it's fucking nuts to get that many problems so fast. I mean, I have a feeling it probably wasn't that many problems that fast. It was probably like he had, one issue and then another issue and another issue just over time. And now he's at the point where like, he needs immediate attention. Excuse me. Um, to what you were discussing, I had slash adjacents. Watch my stories for months or years at a time, then abruptly stop. Strange stuff. I only hope people get something useful out of things I share. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. If there's one thing, look, if there's one thing I can tell you, having been involved in that e-celeb bullshit, it's like it's not as schizo as you think it is. To like people are just as schizo as you think they are a lot of the time. And you are not as schizo as those people will make you out to be by making certain assumptions. For instance, um, I noticed certain people, I won't say who because, it's not a big fucking deal, right? But I noticed certain people were not watching some of my stories around the time that the whole bitch tank thing went down and I got asked to stay home. You know, I noticed that there was a little bit less interaction with some of the stuff that I was putting out from these people. And it's like, huh, interesting. Okay. Hmm. And sure enough, I didn't get hit up for season 3 and I was left on the hook, you know. Um Again, like not like, it is what it is, but like you would, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you wouldn't be surprised at how weird all the e-celeb shit is. And kind of in the same way that now that I know what MMA is, now that I know what combat sports is, and I'm not like crazy crazy about the idea of trying to be Mr. Pro Fighter. I'm not as crazy about the idea of being Mr. like, e-celeb, MDE adjacent, MMA, self-help, chill guy, sensitive young man. I'm not as crazy about that. I'm starting to look at like other avenues. Not that I was ever like this is what I'm going to do, right? I was always in this because I enjoyed it, because I had fun with it. And because it just kind of fell in my lap. But there definitely was a point when I first started where I was like, yo, like this might be the one. I might be able to actually make something out of this. Who knows? Maybe this time in a year or two, I'll be able to quit my job and I'll be Mr. YouTuber. Haha, that'd be pretty cool. Um, but honestly, like I have seen some really weird shit from some people, and um, it is weird the way some people are, you know, passive aggressive and just like incapable of being normal. And there's like very much a fuck you kind of attitude unless you're doing something for me right in this moment, or unless you did something that I found a little bit annoying, now I'm never going to talk to you again type shit, you know. I saw a little bit too much of you and now I'm sick of you. So instead of like just instead of like instead of being normal about it, right? Instead of being normal, you're gonna be like a freak about it. Like there's a lot of that. Um, I don't want to be around that type of shit, you know. So it's like, well, whatever, dude. Excuse me. The people we're discussing live or lived incredibly strange lives. I accept the behaviors. but it's also incredibly off-putting. Like, I don't want to waste time building a relationship with them. Yeah, I see what you're saying, you know? Like, Sam talks about theater kids. There really is not that much of a difference between the professional YouTuber or e-celeb and a theater kid, you know? Um, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every YouTuber you're ever gonna see is like, you know, a theater kid type, but you would be surprised at the overlap between the two, and you'll be around somebody who you think is like pretty normal and they're pretty cool. Um, but then like you'll get like a weird vibe, and it's because you did something that like you took a drink of your Coke and you put it down with the tab facing that way, and they thought that was weird, and now they're not like a fan of you anymore, so they don't want to see you around anymore. So now now fucking like they're not answering your like Twitter DM. They don't want to do that stream that they said they'd do with you, you know, or like some other shit like that, you know. Not naming names, like not even really trying to point anything towards anyone, but like there's been a fucking couple of those, you know. Um there's been a couple of those, and it's like, yo, that's weird, bro. You're weird for that one. Get the fuck out of my face. Get away from me, you know? Um I'd say it's about time to get started on that glove, on Mr. Glove. Yep. Like I said, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, right? For some reason, Tim Kaine and the Troika Games team, they can't just have like a 1 to 3 word thing. Like there was Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura or something like that, or Ons. Like it's just weird, you know. It's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird, kid. Um, but yeah, really good game. I'm enjoying the hell out of it right now. People told me not to play through as a Malkavian the first time. I forget the name of what I did, but it was not Malkavian, and it was not a Nosferatu. Um, but like I probably will play through again and do Nosferatu, you know? Um, Scott, I'm not naming names, and the entire chat knows Letty ruined Scott's career and life with a simple tee hee to jet. That that bitch. That fucking I'm taking a swig of my Coke, right? I read that, I pick it back up, it's just a bottle of Jack. I'm just inebriated out of nowhere, just like instantaneously, and I'm like, that fucking bitch. Anyway, um Glover. Uh there we go. No, Letty doesn't interact with No, Letty doesn't interact with people really at all. Yeah, I mean, nah, High Ecuador said that. He's just fucking around anyway, you know? Oh, man. Uh... Alright, my usual thing where I have to relearn the controls. Luckily, I have 8 lives, so that's a pretty good number to start out with. Whee! 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 Wait a second. Oh, duh. But yeah, people there's a saying, right? And it goes something like, it's better to be silent and be thought of as a fool than to speak and remove any and all doubt, right? And I like that one. I learned a shortened version of it. Right? Recently, that the Cowboys used to use. You know, the Cowboys used to use. It goes, never miss a good opportunity to shut up. You know, and I take that I take that shit to heart. I take it. It's very good advice. You know, I notice things. I see things. I'm not stupid, right? I just keep my mouth shut about things because oftentimes people speak and it means nothing, right? People will say things. People will add to a drama, or people will talk aimlessly or needlessly, and because of that, they'll look stupid. They will look dumb because of it, right? Either that, or why can't I fucking... Hey, there we go. Anyway, people will look dumb because of that, right? Either that, or they'll ruin something. They either don't have as much info as they need, or what they're speaking about is really not that big of a deal in the first place, and because of that, they burn a bridge that they don't have to burn, right? Me, I'm a very strategic person. You know, it's like an episode of Game of Thrones. It's an episode of Game of Thrones in my head, guys. I've never watched Game of Thrones in my life, and I never plan to. But, like, I am very strategic, and I'm very well thought out in the way that I do things and the way that I handle things, you know? And, like, a lot of people are just not like that, so they mistake my silence for, like, not knowing, you know? Didn't Abe Lincoln say that? I don't know, maybe you did. Big fan of Lincolnism, Lakenism as well. Don't watch Game of Thrones. Yeah, I heard bad things about how they ended it, you know, and I don't think I'm, gonna do that. Last time I heard, she said you two were chill. Yeah, no, there's no beef between us, you know. I think we were both, Letty and I have diametrically opposed personalities, right? She's the kind of person where she says things and, like, the way she says it and what she says, I have a hard time sometimes not being like, you really fucking think that? And that causes problems between us, right? I think after 2 weeks of that, and then also we were fucking around with The Cell, and then Bitch Tank, I think she just had enough, right? And that's what caused the beef. But then also there were things that were played up. Like, for instance, when she went into the room, this is one of those things, people, for some reason, they thought that I needed to be informed of this or something like that. She was sent in there by Jet and Ben. That was obvious from the get-go, you know? What made me upset about that was some of the things that were said were things that were, like, behind-the-scenes type things, where it's like, there's plenty of things that if I was pissed off at her, I could have dropped, like, things she said behind the scenes that I was like, oh, that's weird, you know? But I wouldn't do that, because I don't think that's okay to do. That's personally what upset me about that specifically, you know? But, like, the beef between us was, like, probably 50% real, and then, or maybe it was 100% real, but certain things wouldn't have went down the way they did if Jet and Ben were not like, oh, Letty, go in there and, you know, fuck with them, you know? What was I gonna say? She's a woman, that means she's the opposite. She's a fucking woman, dude. Dude, I was watching... It's like fucking with your little brother, right? But the high you get, the laugh you get from it is even stronger. It's so fun to troll your significant other. But I hope not. Oh, the stream lagged out. Oh boy. Yeah. I've been having issues with my ISP lately. Like they're just fucking annoying, you know? My ISP sucks, dude, you know? But yeah, I was watching South Park with my wife and I was just like getting on her nerves cuz there was that Randy Savage episode of South Park, of course. And I started trolling my wife by pretending to be Randy Savage and saying like just heinous things about women. I was like, "Oh yeah, bitches ain't shit, yeah. It's enough to get me to the boiling point. Seeing women vote. Oh yeah." Anyway, I hate this glove, but I'll be back when you start streaming RuneScape, says Rusty Corvian. Why do you hate the glove? You don't love the glove, Rusty? The glove rules, you know? It's Letty, she's DDoSing. I bet she is. I bet she is, you know? But yeah, like, what I was saying is like, you know, like, don't like, let Letty, me, everybody except Jet and Ben are like, you know, they're just people that get brought around, you know? Like, don't think anybody has any kind of pull with Jet and Ben because they don't, you know? Oh, this would have been a good, Halloween fucking Glover. I'm just curious what'll happen if I, Yeah, I figured as much. I'm gonna have to double bounce on it. The cream. The cream. Ooh, yeah. He actually, Randy Savage and I have the same birthday. He was born November 15th, 1940 something, I believe. I thought that was funny when I learned that. Same thing with Chad Kroger of Nickelback. Also Jeffree Star, now that I think of it. A lot of strange characters there. Well, the cream, yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Bada bing. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it, dude. Oh. What the fuck was that? This is how you may know that I am speaking the truth and that the Spartans are the best educated in philosophy speaking. If you talk to any ordinary Spartan, he seems to be stupid, but eventually, like an expert marksman, he shoots in some brief remark that proves you to be only a child. Yeah. To a lot of people don't really know what intelligence is, you know? Okay. Well, that's good. I just want to make sure I get as many of these Garibs as I can. Yeah. To a lot of people, what seems like intelligence is really just effort, you know? And this is something that Sam has mentioned on some of his streams as well, right? I don't get every idea that I've ever had from Sam, by the way, obviously. It's just that, like... Oh, damn it. Oh, man. That's annoying. Anyway. Like, obviously I don't get every idea that I've ever had from Sam, but, like, when I have a thought that lines up with something Sam has said in the past, you know, I wanna mention that, like, hey... Oh, excuse me. We feel the same way about this, because I feel that you guys will probably be a little bit more open to what I'm saying in that case, right? But, oh, interesting. What is that? But, Sorry, I'm like trying to concentrate and do this at the same time. What the hell is this star though? What? I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what it does. Yeah, but what I was talking about, right, is like, and this is the way Sam explained it, and I think he explains it better than, you know, I typically would. But if you have somebody who's like an 80 IQ, like Mong, and they dedicate the entirety of their thought to like how they're gonna mess with you, they might come up with a plot of some kind. They might come up with an idea that is like, it seems like it's genius, but really it's not, you know? Jeopardy stream status. I'm gonna, with everything that's been going on, it's been hard for me, you know, as I've mentioned before. I'm gonna hit up some of the people that I was talking to a month or so ago about the Jeopardy stream, and I'm gonna see if they're still interested, and if they are, then I will go ahead and you know, I'll start planning that probably for no, not next weekend. Oh shit. Maybe sometime this week, maybe, potentially, possibly. Next weekend won't work because of some stuff I got going on over the weekend, you know. But I'll look. If not next week, then it'll be the week after. I apologize. I know. It's like, dude, fucking, what the hell is going on, dude? Really? What the fuck, man? Apparently, my stream went down again. Whoa. We are good, right? But yeah, bottom line is, it's gonna be a little bit longer. I do want to do it. I gotta get some shit done, you know? Dramatic death for a glove. Yes, Town Century. There we go. Oh shit. What is this? Yo, what? Oh. I gotta get him away from there. Alright, so I'm good there. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, like, how do I go upwards? How do I go upwards? I'd like to be able to go up, because obviously this thing is like some kind of a oh, interesting. I just got a free thing. Whatever. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, damn. Yo, that is crazy. I wonder what happens if I... I'm like, there was a couple of things I was talking about, and I'm just like, right down on top of. There was a couple of things I was trying to talk about, and I'm just like, I'm so focused on trying to beat this level, I'm not doing a good job of it, you know? The bottom line of what I was trying to say is, like, I think IQ is not what everybody makes it out to be. I think it's a very important aspect of intelligence, right? But I think a lot of people are incapable of understanding anything on a metaphysical level. And if not metaphysical, then, you know, any level other than just, like, statistics. Statistics are obviously very important. Boink. And then, what do I gotta, boink. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I think the best way I could put it is, a lot of people look for one-dimensional answers because those are easy to understand and they're easy to apply. It's real easy to apply a law. That's why science loves laws, you know, Newton's law of whatever. My understanding of psychology is that they at one point tried their best to form a set of laws very much in the way that, like, physicists did. And they couldn't come to a conclusion on anything because it's simply too complex. It's simply too multi-dimensional to be like, no, this is the way it is every single time, you know? I think people are like that about a lot of things, including and especially, when it comes to, maybe I have to, toss it. Nope, maybe I have to. Whoa, wrong one. I think people are like that about a lot of things, including and especially with, I knew it. Including and especially with anything intelligence or IQ related, you know? And it's really dumb and annoying. Come on, baby. There we go. I don't like these guys. I don't like these things. I'm gonna abandon this for now. I'm gonna see if I can't... I would assume I gotta... Oh, shit. That's right, bitch. Get your dumb ass. For some reason, it's not letting me go there. Nothing over there. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to push this in front? Because, like, they don't swing when there's something directly in front of them. I don't know what else I could even do, because, like, I can't push them straight through there. Apparently not, anyway. Let's see what happens if I try. Or maybe... Oh, no, you know what? I think I know what this is. This is actually a circuit. I have to complete the circuit, don't I? And when I complete the circuit, he doesn't swing. Or maybe he does, I don't know. Somebody's swinging. Oh, no, that dude swung. That dude swung. That dude's swanging. Yes. Cool. You're discussing behaviorism instead of psychological laws. I mean, I don't know exactly what behaviorism is, you know, I would assume it's just a set of psychological laws, but, my understanding of that subject, which I'm not, you know, the best versed in, but my understanding of that subject is that they tried their best to create a set of, like, hard laws, like, you know, Newton's third law of dick sucking, you know, like the way, again, physicists, the way physicists have them, right? I was just curious about that. They tried to do that the way physicists did, and it just failed miserably, you know? Scott is now a professional speedrunner, of course. That was my that was the goal the entire time, was to become a pro speedrunner. I needed one more Garib and I would have got another life. If I'd known that, I would have ran all the way back and been like, fuck it, let's go. I'm wondering if I have to... Whee! Alright, so there's that. Huh. Interesting. What is this? I can push this? Oh. Aha. Ooh. Okay, I didn't know about that. I had no clue about that. Preparing for games done quick. Oh, damn it. Bob Saget. I hate this camera angle. That's what makes this so weird. Damn it. There we go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Playing with... Whoa, whoa, shit. Oh, man, oh, man. Whoa. Feel like Courage the Cowardly Dog right now. The things I do for love. The things I do for this ball. Alright, there we go. Now, what the hell is up here, though? There's something up here. I would assume it's more Garibs, because you can see those dots. That's a shadow. You know? Those aren't just there for nothing. Boink. Ah, bullseye. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, sick. Hell yeah, 11 lives. I'll probably be down to 5 of them by the time this ends. Oh, damn it. That was rude. Oh, shit. Oh, yo. Yo, that was crazy. What the hell happened to the ball, first off? Yo, what's going on, Sid? How you doing? There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright. Okay. So... That fucking asshole. Damn it. Oh. Ooh, no bueno. Oh, damn it. I was trying to get that Garib. Yo, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. You freak. You fucking freakazoid. Go. Alright. Well, guess I got that one. There are phenomena that science will never be able to explain heuristically. I find it necessary to leave these required explanations up to faith. Exactly, you know? Why did I not assume that that would happen? Why was I so foolish as to where I actually was like, oh no, I'm sure I could just, beast these. I'm sure I can beast it, no problem. So what I'd like to do is... Go, 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 go. Haha. I at least got that last one. Go, 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 go. Haha. Go and fuck yourself. Woohoo. Oh shit, we got a fucking second one now. Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, shit, damn it. Oh, man, that would have that would have been fucking bad. What the hell is this guy? Is he dying? Ah, oops. All right. Oh, sick. that actually worked. Oh, shit, it is dynamite. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Yo. That dude fucked me up. I have to... No. Oh, interesting. I've never been this far in the game before. This is a first for me. Yeah, that's part of the reason... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Random ass floor spikes. I was like, yo, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a second. I think I can just... Yep. I'm pretty sure I can. No, maybe I have to double jump off of this dumbass. Whoa. No, thank you. 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 Oh, shit. Damn it. 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 Wait a second. There's another one? There's another one inside there. Hold on. You know what? It's safer for me. Now that I think of it. Oh, damn it. It's like Vietnam. Yeah, it's a punji pit. I think I can push this thing over. I think that's probably what I can do. Duck to avoid being killed by explosions. To do this, press and hold LT. I don't know what LT is. I'm pretty sure it's the Z button for me, yes. Hey, duck! Quick, duck! Uh-oh, hit the deck! You could be streaming Bloodlines or Arcanum, call the channel The Thinking Gamer, get a fedora and vape that looks like a pipe. That's not a bad idea. You think I'd get viewers that way? You think I'd get viewers that way? You think Reddit would think I'm cool? Hell yeah. Go fuck yourself. Whoop. There we go. Oh, you fucker. I think I need the ball bearing in that case. I think I need something quick. Speed, you know? And go, 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 go. Ah, you fuck. How the hell am I supposed to get through this? What? No, that's some bullshit. That's bullshit right there. old Troika and Black Isle writers and devs are up for collaborations, you could have Tim Kaine or Avalon on. I've thought about trying to interview Tim Kaine. I like interviewing, you know? Like I've always been a question asker, you know? Like if oh damn, it worked. What the fuck was that? What? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Anyway, yeah, like I've always been a question asker, you know. I'm disappointed when I interviewed Jason Miller. Truthfully, I didn't expect that to work. I didn't expect to actually be able to get to interview him, so I was a little nervous, you know. But what the fuck is going on here, dude? I was a little nervous when I interviewed Jason Miller, you know. He wasn't a hard guy to talk to at all. But it's just like this is a guy that I looked up to my entire life, you know. Oh, he got me? Really? Wow, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I gotta be really, really careful not to push. Alright. Anyway, like I could have did a lot better on the Jason Miller interview, but if there's one thing I'm really happy with was when I asked him how he felt backstage for the Sakuraba fight, which was like his career-defining moment, was his fight with Kazushi Sakuraba, who is a legend as well. When I asked him that, he was like, "Oh wow, no one's ever asked me that before." You know, like those are the kinds of questions I want to ask. Is like, I'd love to have Tim Kaine on and like know just enough about what he does to ask him an interesting question that he hasn't been asked a million times. I don't want to just be like, "So how'd you think of Fallout? So why did you leave partway through Fallout 2? So like, when you left, did you like do any kind of like I don't want to fucking do that, you know? I think I'm good with that type of stuff. I think I'm good with being able to like find questions that somebody may not be 100% familiar with, you know? Or not familiar with, but I think I'm good at finding questions that someone may not be like 100%, that someone may not get asked all the time. So how the hell am I supposed to get this? LMAO, all Kaine interviews are like that. Exactly. Like I don't and like when you see someone like Jason Miller, all of his interviews are the same too. It's like, so how'd you get involved with Bully Beatdown? So what got you into fighting? So like, I mean, tell me some stories about when, you know, you did this or said that, you know? Sylvia is at some black sand beach. She's living in such a beautiful country. Yeah, I'm really proud of Sylvia. I'm curious about this. I wonder if... Ooh. I'm really proud of Sylvia, you know. She seems to have come into her own, you know. I don't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is the ball bearing, because it's a little bit quicker. But even then, it's still, as you can see, you know, it's kind of a tough one. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I hate to say it, I might need to look up the whatever it's called. All the real winners of Fish Tank are the people who moved on. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia definitely would not be where she is right now if it wasn't for, you know, her time on Fish Tank, you know? And I would love to see her come back. I like Sylvia. She's real easy to get along with, real easy to be around. you know, like I don't talk about her all the time in regards to Fish Tank, but that's only because like she's got better things to do, you know. Um, but like, you know, Sylvia is one of my favorites, you know. I love her. I want to see something. Considering her child is your spawn, Scott, I'd be proud of her as well. Good job dodging that child support bullet. Yep. Um uh Glover Castle walk through yes. Here we are. I have to look up a video on how to get past this part. I'm sure it's gonna be so obvious to me too. Like when the time actually comes, I'm gonna be like, wow, I feel stupid for not thinking about that one. You know. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, which I don't believe I did, but also, like, I don't know, you know? I see what it is. I see what it is. I think I get it. I think I get it. So. Oh no. See, I'm so averse. I'm so just so you guys know, right? Just so you guys know, I didn't actually watch through the whole thing where he did that, right? It's just I'm so averse to the idea. I'm so averse to the idea of allowing this thing to roll on its own that like I didn't even think about that because I'm like, no. Damn it. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Wow, I'm stupid. I'm stupid for that one. That's alright, though. Now that I know. Damn it. Well, in that case, I can actually... Oh, damn it. Dude. Okay. There we go. Oh, shit. I believe there's a space, yes, so I need to bounce this. I was fucking... I was looking... I was reading the chat, and I hit X by mistake one more time. Damn, that was the dumbest misclick. Dude, are you kidding me? Wow. That's fucking annoying. That one is annoying. That one is not my fault. The first one was, like, stupid as hell of me. Like, how could I? But that one is like, yo, I really got caught. Scott W. I only take W's. We only take W's here. I want to make sure. Oh yeah, there's no space between them. I can just roll this at any point, and I'm good to go. All right, cool. But this, first off, what the hell is that over there? This fucking mummy guy. That makes me a little nervous. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Ah, yeah, that's just what I need. Holy shit. Whoa, okay. And then what? This guy, I gotta kill him, don't I? Oh man, I didn't expect him to do that. Ah, damn it. Nice. Collect all Garibs in any fortress and feet. Oh, nice. I got all 60. Cool. Poor guy. Poor guy. What the hell am I supposed to do, though? Oh. I feel bad for the little guy. You keep fucking nailing him. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's the way it goes. There's something with this guy right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wonder what happens if I let him have it. I'm gonna hop off, right? I'm gonna see what happens if he grabs it. Alright. I'm a little bit nervous. Ah, damn it. Yo, what's going on, JC? How's it going, man? Whoa. That was foolish of me. Oh, dude, I just died. Love the glove. Yes, sir. It ain't love without a glove. Now I'm like, okay, how do I get past this part? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Time to go, time to go, time to go. Wow. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Alright, well, at least that's there. I had to... Really? I thought I already tried that. Whatever. Go, 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 go. Uh-oh. I respect most people who use Fish Tank to improve their lives in ways that money alone can't. Sylvia got a family. Greg got a friend group. Fatty saved his own life. Oh, yeah, you know, that's very good. How many balls you got left, Scott? Too many. Too many. I've been told I'm the ballsiest man alive. Ho, 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 shit. Oh, shit. Oh. I should have stayed frozen, but I got nervous. I got confused and nervous. That's all right though. I know what to do now. But yeah, you know, that's all you can hope to do, you know. Come on. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we're good now. Forget about it. Oh. Uh-oh. That's what I was supposed to do. I thought I already tried that once. Anyway. Yeah, like, I will say, what the, I wanted Fish Tank to be something, legit, right? I want it to be, like, a legit part of Fish Tank, you know, as many other people did, you know? And the reason I wanted to be was because I really loved the project. I enjoyed the project. I never wanted to be... Like I was never trying to be Mr. like newest edition to MDE or anything like that. That's not what I was trying to do. But like one thing that I was very careful about was to not be the guy who if you pay attention to my stuff, nowhere on my channel is there like any kind of coattail riding anything. Like, it's one thing when I was a part of Fish Tank to be reviewing Fish Tank stuff. People are wondering what my opinion on certain things are. So I figure I might as well do it, and, you know, I might as well get some views while I do it. But, I always tried to make sure that I wasn't like, I'm Sam Hyde's boxing coach. That's not, I never was the guy who was like, I'm Sam Hyde's boxing coach. That's not something that I personally was trying to like market myself as. Like on Twitter, I allude to my involvement with Fish Tank, and then like YouTube boxing stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what's in my bio. I'm pretty sure that's in my bio. But like I always tried to make sure I was doing my own thing. You know, whether it was on Instagram or on here, I tried to make sure that it wasn't just constantly like, hey, guys, it's me, Scott, the guy that helped Sam Hyde with this boxing match. Haha, you remember that from, what's it been, 4 years? Haha, Hassan Piker, I'm coming to kill you. Haha, ho ho. Like, I tried to make sure that was never me, because I always knew how, whoa, hoo hoo. I always knew how foolish that would be if I allowed myself to be that guy, you know. Oh, baby. Just curious about that. Anyway. Oh shit. Oh, yo, that was, I had no clue about that. I did not expect that one bit. Damn. Oh, that reminds me, did you catch the limited view of the fight between Dunye and Alex at all? Yeah, I saw Trish's angle. I don't know if there's any other angles out there. You can't really see too much from what I was able to glean, you know? Can't tell who won. Who won? Who lost? Oh, what the fuck was that? It's straight. The camera angle fucked me, is what it was. The camera angle, when I, like, it made it awkward trying to hit the, fuck. It made it a little awkward trying to hit the proper direction key. So I'm like, oh, damn it. Oh, yes. Any thoughts on that at all? I don't know what I could think about it, honestly. It was a couple of guys who oh, dude. I just hate that I have to keep doing this every time. I mean, I don't know what thoughts I could have. It just kind of happened, you know? Like, it sort of is what it is, you know? Come on. Ooh, baby. Ooh, that's nerve-wracking. That's fucking nerve-wracking. Alright, so first, I'm gonna get close enough to that thing. Damn it. Suppose I might as well, right? Good. Alright, so I know that thing is not too crazy once you follow it the right way. Nice. Down to your last ball, Scott. Nah, I got plenty more where that came from. Okay, figured you'd have something to say about situational awareness or allowing yourself an egress or exit. I mean, like, I talked about it like a week or two ago, right? I don't do a bunch of, like, martial arts critique shit, right? And the reason why is because, like, how many times can you say the same thing, you know? Like, I think a better piece of advice would be don't put Dunye and Alex in the same room. I think that would be the best piece of advice that I could give you, because anyone with half a brain knew that Alex B and Dunye would end up having, at the very least, words at some point, because they have those personalities that just clash on that level in that way, you know? That's just the way that they are, you know? I don't think there's any, like, technical analysis that I personally need. Interesting. I don't think there's any technical analysis that I personally need to give, because there really isn't much that I could have even seen in the first place. And combine... I wonder. I will gladly give... Oh, nice. Anyway, I don't think there's much technical analysis that I can or need to give, just for the fact that, like, what the fuck was that? Just for the fact that it's like, you know, like there's better things that I could say about better things, you know? Alright, so what the whoa, okay. Okay, you know what, fuck it. Let's see what happens. This is the beginning of the level. I've done goofed. I went right back to the beginning of the level. Know how to defend yourself against a pan attack. Yeah. I forget if I made the actual point, but like part of the reason I don't do like bullshit like martial art breakdowns or anything like that, is because how many times can you say, oh, you're only able to do that because the guy who you're doing it to is letting you? How many times can you make that point about like about non-resistant opponents and like theory versus practicality and things like that, you know? We're past that point where like anybody who's gonna believe it needs to hear it, you know? Everybody kind of knows, and those that don't know, they're kind of just lost causes about it at this point, you know? There ain't a whole lot that they can be told that's gonna help them, you know? So how the hell do I get around this? Do I have to bounce? Oh, that is, yep. I forgot about that one. Stop disrespecting my culture. Disrespect is a big thing to black people. If they feel even remotely disrespected, they'll let you know. Oh yeah, 100%, you know? And Dunye is no different. The second he feels any semblance of disrespect, he's gonna be like, yo, fuck you, you know? That's just Dunye. That's the way he is. That is a big bullseye, which tells me everything I need to know about, I wonder. Oh, shit, damn it, I forgot. I almost fell on that thing. Go. So I'm wondering what happens if I bounce. Yo, that is quite the bounce. Oh, come on. So I think if I move backwards, what I can do is I can boing. Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, well, that's the idea, anyway, that I have right now. Uh-oh. What's the craziest experience you ever had while teaching someone MMA? Always wondered if people crash out on you as a trainer. You know, I've been pretty lucky. Like, I've dealt with some fucking assholes, and I've dealt with some psychos, but nothing, like, too crazy has happened. The craziest thing that I think has happened to me was this fucking guy who was high on H came in one day and he wanted to fight. Not even aggro. It was like, you could tell he thought a little too highly of himself. And because of that, he thought that he could come in and get a quick ego boost by trying to fight the instructor. You know? You can tell that's what he was doing. Come on, tell me it's gonna work. I believe that's gonna work. Come on, baby. Oh, what the So, huh. Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the, like, my stories aren't like, whoa, I can't believe that happened. My stories are like, wow, this guy's a fucking asshole. Like, it must have sucked being around that guy, you know? Like, there's this one dude, I tell the story every, like, 2 to 4 months because this is how annoying this guy was to me. He's a blue belt. I think he had, like, 2 stripes. So basically, he's a fucking chicken McNuthing in the jiu-jitsu world. He doesn't know a fucking thing. I heard a saying today that a blue belt is just a white belt with an attitude, you know? Excuse me. And it encapsulates blue belts perfectly because blue belts have this fucking terrible attitude about them, and I had it too. I thought that I knew something. I didn't know anything at that point. But he was a blue belt. He had a couple of stripes. He was like 300 pounds. The dude was bigger than me, but shorter. Like wider, but shorter, right? and he did not have the gas tank to go more than 30 to 45 seconds at a time. And this guy came in, he said he needed to lose weight, he said he wanted to do a bunch of rolling. I figured, you know what, I think we could use some rolling in this class. You know, more rolling than we do. We usually have like a roll or two at the end of class, or maybe we'll do something called pass the guard. This guy, he starts trying to heel hook and like toe hold kids. I'm talking like, we have some kids, they're in like 8th grade, 9th grade. They're fucking children basically. And because they're so big, we have them in the adult class. And he's trying to, he's grabbing fucking toe holds on these kids, that's a no-no. You don't do that. As a blue belt, you're not even allowed to do that in the first place. He's also doing pop jujitsu, right? And what I mean by that is like, there's certain strategies, there's certain metas, and there's certain moves that you'll see from jiu-jitsu guys on like Reddit or Facebook or something, and everybody starts doing them. One of them was covering the mouth and the nose, smothering someone with your hand. That's a bullshit move. You don't do that to people, and it's illegal in most rule sets, including all of the ones in America. You don't do the thing, right? He starts doing that again to a bunch of fucking 8th graders, you know? Basically anybody he can bully, he bullies. And then when it comes time to roll with me, he can't fucking do anything, because anytime he moves, I'm gonna improve position on him, and I'm gonna get that much closer to submitting him. So he just holds on for fucking dear life. He holds on for dear life. He puts me in a half guard, and he just absolutely is like trying to make sure I can't move. Now me, I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, this guy, he wants to lose weight, right? Like, I'm sure he'll move soon. I kind of sit here, I'm letting him work, and he doesn't fucking do anything. Like 45 seconds to a minute goes by, and instead of him doing something and moving, he decides he's going to start trying to coach me on how to get out of the position that he's only in because I allow him to be there. He's like, oh, here's what you got to do to get out of that. And I was like, I'm just letting you work, bro. Work. And he still couldn't fucking work. So I ended up passing his half guard like nothing, because he is nothing, because again, blue belt. And then as I'm passing his half guard, he lets it go. Knowing that he doesn't have a fucking say in it, right? That I'm going to do it. He lets it go at the very last second, and then he makes a comment about, yeah, I guess there's no use in just hanging around I guess there's no use in hanging around in that position anyway. Basically trying to say, like, no, you didn't pass my half guard, I let you pass. Like, that's what he's trying to do, you know? Like, just that those are the people that I have issues with. There's people with bad attitudes, you know, people with bad attitudes and people who can't just fucking like chill, you know. I told you guys I injured my shoulder, right, and luckily it's healing. I think something similar happened to my neck years ago. There's this dude with a Napoleon complex, right? We're rolling on a Saturday morning, you know, it's supposed to be nice, easy, light Saturday morning rolls. He ends up putting me in a position, because I'm going light and he's going as hard as he can, where he had a can opener on me. Can openers are not allowed, and a can opener, for those that don't know, is when somebody is pulling your head down that way. There's no actual choke, it's all neck crank. All of the leverage is just on your spine and the discs and the spinal cord, right? You can seriously be injured by that. And this dude, he has my head in here, and instead of either letting it out or just holding and seeing what he can get out of it, like say maybe a guillotine or something like that, he decides he's gonna wrench my head down this way. And I felt a pop, not in my spine, but like here, basically. And for the better part of a week, I couldn't turn my head that way. But luckily that healed up. Like, those are the gym stories that I have, is like some fucking asshole who his entire self-worth depends on how he does each and every day when he's rolling, or some fucking bitch who walks in and he thinks he's gonna tell, I was a brown belt at the time, he thinks he's gonna tell the brown belt how things are supposed to go and how to escape positions and all this other shit. It's like, if you come to my gym and you have experience, it's all good. I don't mind if you do things the way you learned at your first gym, if you feel that that's the best way for you personally to do it. That's all good. More power to you. But when it comes time for me to show how to do a technique, I don't give a fuck how you do it at that gym. For the next 10 to 15 minutes, you're doing it my way because you came to my class. So shut the fuck up and do it. I don't want to hear nothing about it, you know? Like, I went to a place a couple Fridays ago, right? I got some no-gi, and the guy who was doing the no-gi is like, I want to say like a 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there. Not the biggest dude, and because of that, the no-gi that he does is geared towards being a smaller guy. I'm not a small guy. I don't exactly love playing X-guard. That's not my favorite thing to do. I'm not even really a guard puller. Excuse me. Not a fan of it, you know? But I didn't go in there and be like, oh, well, you know, actually I'm a little bit big to be doing this. I don't think I need to really learn this, or, you know, I just don't think it's gonna work. No, I kept my mouth shut and I did it. I was able to do it fine, but it was a fucking pain. But I kept my mouth shut and I did it without saying a word. Because that would be the most disrespectful thing for me to walk in, especially to a new place, and be like, oh, hey, coach that I just met 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't like the way you do things. It's like, well, why are you here, you idiot? It's like, fuck. People get into martial arts because they want to feel strong and tough and powerful, and if you're doing it right, you will be humbled, and not in like a gay Reddit way, but like genuinely humbled, you know? You will know that, like, I might not be made of glass, but I ain't made of steel either, and I don't know everything there is to know, and, you know, like, it's not a good thing for me to be walking around acting that way or anything like that. That's the way you will develop if you're developing the proper way. But because a lot of people get into martial arts as a means to, like, feel strong, they develop those fucking personality traits and all that other shit, you know? It's so frustrating to be around people like that, you know? It's the worst. One, two, three, 4, 5. Ooh, I did it. Oh, ho, 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 whoa. Whoa, ho, ho, whoa, whoa, ho, whoa. Easy there, easy there. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, dang it. Oh, I need those Garibs if I can make it. I'm scared about that thing, though. I am very scared about that thing. Maybe I should see if I can't. Oh, aha, I knocked his dumbass off. I knocked his dumbass right off. Go and fuck yourself. Those things are probably going to come back up at some point, though, right? I go into jiu-jitsu gyms and keep saying I want to get raped by another man who becomes my father figure, and they just keep telling me to leave. Any tips would be helpful, Scott. Thanks. If nobody's gonna do it to you, you got to do it to them. That's the way it goes, you know. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself. All right. Blue belt boss in a mini. Hell yeah. He was challenging the dojo. He was going about conquering dojos. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the attitude the guy had. You know, like, I don't even think you're talking about that guy specifically, but I think you were talking about the heroin guy. But it wouldn't surprise me if that is the attitude that Blue Belt had as well. You know. Like, if you, like, going somewhere to learn is not hard, you know? If you want to learn, you just go there, you shut up, and you do what you're told, and you're gonna learn something, you know? Wow. Wow. That was stupid of me, but, literally, like, I went to one place on Wednesday, I went to another place on Friday. I used shit that I learned on Wednesday when I went to that other place on Friday. Shit that I had never learned before. I never knew it was a thing, you know? It's not hard to just keep your mouth shut and do what you're told. In fact, it's so easy. But people's egos convince them that that is like a fate worse than death or something like that. And it's not just with martial arts either. It's with anything in general. Have you ever met somebody who, like, they can't just be incorrect or they can't just be wrong, and they, like, it can be about the dumbest thing, you know? Oh, dude, you drank my last soda. Oh, well, dude, fucking you left it out. It's like, yeah, because I was going to drink it in a second. You saw a random soda and you thought you could just take it? Well, I mean, you shouldn't have left it out, dude. That's kind of on you, man. Like those people have issues with their ego, you know? It's an ego thing, you know? They can't just take no for an answer. They can't just be like, oh, hey, you know, They can't just be, oh, come on, baby, yes. Although I am curious about what that thing has to offer. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, man. How did you know the heroin guy was on heroin? I feel like it's the worst drug for fighting. I mean, well, this was before Fent was a big thing. This is like 2014, you know, back before the only, like, I don't even know that you could get like heroin anymore like that. I think everybody's just doing straight up Fent now in one way or another. But oh, come on, baby. What was I gonna say? Like, I just knew he wasn't high on weed. So maybe it wasn't heroin. Maybe it was like Perks or something like that, or Xans. Maybe that's what it was. But he was high on something other than weed, you know. I at the time was a prolific stoner, and I know what a weed high looks and sounds like, and how a weed high behaves. He was not behaving as though he had a weed high, you know. Just want to get these gay ribs. Oh. Oh, fuck, man. Ah, dude, I did it again. You know, maybe I should just let the Garibs go, you know. I honestly feel like people who can't be wrong or incorrect have deep-seated child abuse issues where if they're wrong, they get beat. People are like dogs that way if they get hit a lot in childhood. I mean, that could be it, but I think a lot of it is just straight up, like, spoiledness, you know? I think it's people like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be joking, man. Damn, that was stupid. I mean, it could be something like that, but what I've noticed from people with child abuse issues is that they learn to... What I've seen from people with child abuse issues is more so that they learn to just be people pleasers to an extreme degree, you know? to the point where they will do and say anything in order to keep the peace. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm just letting those ones be. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go back for that one. Oh, damn it. Silly me. Like, people with child abuse issues, I feel like they're more likely to learn how to lie in order to try to hide things that could get them beat up. Overall, though, I think they are more agreeable, meaning they're people pleasers, because when they don't please somebody, that person either leaves or, like I said, that person enacts some kind of negative, unjust, uncalled for consequence on them. I think what it mainly is with a lot of people is that people don't get told no enough. Either that, or maybe they get told no, but the no isn't firm enough. So they just learn they can do whatever the fuck they feel like, and like no real consequence will come of it, or any real consequence that does happen to come from it, they can just put up with. It's that consequence is just that. It's just something they need to go through in order to get what they want, you know. What the I don't like this. I don't know what this is, but I do not like it. All right. Like there's so many people out there who they learn that if they're just stubborn, and like, not like cutely stubborn, not like you're shooting the shit with your friend and you get into an argument about something stupid and like he just doesn't want to back down. Not even like an argument, more like a debate. Like, no, actually, dude, the best flavor of soda is classic Coke, you know? Like, that type of shit. I mean, like, the type of shit where it's like, like I said, I'm gonna drink that Coke that was out on the kitchen table because I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a psych professional. Not that I give that much of a fuck about those guys in the first place. I think a lot of them are quacks anyway, but I do think they were onto something with things like narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, and like, you know, sociopathy, psychopathy, whatever, right? But, like, I think a lot more people have those dark triad behaviors than we are willing to admit to, you know? I'm not saying all these people are narcissists or anything like that, but narcissistic tendencies get rewarded today because criminals don't get punished. And, you know, I don't even just mean like criminals. I mean, like, how often did you see kids at school who were problem children who just kind of got ignored? Meanwhile, a kid who didn't cause that much trouble, he would get sent to the office and stuff like that if he ever did act out. It was quite frequent, at least where I went. It was quite frequent. These kids learned that they can have what they want. They just have to cause enough problems as to where people are like, he's not worth the trouble, you know? And I learned that later in life, and that's what I do with a lot of people is I like if I'm being honest with you, there's some people out there where it's like, I know that if they come at me over something, if I wanted to, I could just keep on fucking causing problems. Not like genuine problems, but just like, if I argue enough with them, they are gonna be like, fucking whatever, dude. I'm tired of this. And they'll just fuck off, you know? That's what happened at my work, right? For years at my work, I walked around with a hoodie on, right? I walked around with a fucking hoodie on. And part of the reason I did that is because I would have an earbud in. I listened to stuff at work, right? It's the only way I'm able to get through the day. If I did not have a podcast or like fucking a video or something in my ear or some music, I would not be able to get through the day. The work is just that mind numbing to me. I need a little bit of something there, right? But we're not supposed to have an earbud in, and we're not supposed to have the hood up. I walked in my first day back, and one of the people tried to get on me about having my hood on. And I was like, nah, I ain't taking it off. I just argued with him to the point where he was like, fucking whatever, dude. And guess what? Every single fucking day, around everybody, I have been wearing a hoodie. Because it's not worth the trouble to try and fuck with me over it, you know? Now, the difference between me and somebody else is that I'm responsible with it, responsible enough with it. There's really no issue with me having a hood on. There's no issue at all, right? There's not gonna be an issue either, you know? It's a non-issue. It's an issue that it only exists if somebody wants to make an issue of it, you know? I'm not someone who's gonna like, again, like I see a soda on the table in the break room and I chug the thing, and then somebody walks in and they're like, dude, what the fuck? And I start purposefully trying to cause more trouble than it's worth so that the person's like, fucking whatever, dude, just leave me alone. You know, I'm not gonna be that kind of guy about it. You know, like that's honestly an important skill to have, is to make yourself more trouble than you're worth in situations where it really will benefit you. You know, I need to test this thing out. Oh. All right. Oh man, and that thing will. Damn. Oh, damn it. I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying, though, you know? Like, excuse me. You don't get rewarded for following rules anymore. If anything, you just mark yourself as someone who is easier to abuse. It's easier to get away with abusing you. And it's not just going to be bullies that treat you that way. It's going to be the teachers. It's going to be your boss. It's going to be all these people, you know? Like, the only way to move through life without constantly having people fucking coming up from behind and punching you in the kidney is to be more trouble than you're worth. You need to have that to survive in the world today, you know? You can't not have it, you know? It is 110% necessary in the way that like in the way that like in the way that like hiding your power level is, you know? You know? There's no dignity to be had in being the guy who's like always cool with like following rules on that level, you know? And I'm not saying like always break the rules no matter what all the time. That's not what I mean at all, you know? What I'm saying is like know when and how. Bitch. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Get fucking moving. Idiot. You big dummy. You big dummy. Peace out. You know, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that's where we've gotten to in this world today. That you have to be like, you almost have to be virulent. It's really unfortunate that that's where we're at in the world today, you know? But if you're not gonna be that way, you're just gonna get walked all over constantly, like unendingly, all the time. I'm curious what's I'm glad I checked. Yup, I entered the workforce thinking people appreciate a good soldier. Reality quickly disabused of that thinking. Exactly, you know? People appreciate a good soldier, but they don't respect them, you know? People really... I think I know what I need to do. People, no. I'm gonna... Oh, damn it. Damn. That's annoying. People appreciate a good soldier, but not really, you know, like it's more you're an object to somebody like that is kind of how it is, you know? Like you're a resource. Damn. Oh, son of a bitch. Damn. Oh, so yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to go all the way down there, and then I'm good to go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Yes. Perfect. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Just saw the thing about spell. What do you mean spell? Shit. Alright. There we go. And then maybe I can... yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Yes. Oh, shit, dude. Nah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to... Oh, really? Go, 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 go. That's full. I just got 2 lives. I wasted 2 lives trying to get those 2 lives. That's the feedback loop I find myself in. That is the feedback loop that I always find myself in. Maybe it's like a combo. If you're wrong, you get the worst punishment, but if you do good, you get the best. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure either, you know. But yeah, like doing the... I'm not telling you guys to do the wrong thing, you know. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, you know. You got, excuse me, you have a soul to think about, you know. You have a dignity to protect. You have a soul to think about, you know, to try and keep as pristine as you can. I know it's tough in this world we live in today, you know. Oh, nice. I know it's tough in this world we live in today, right? Obviously. Oh yeah, I gotta see if I can nail these fuckers. Damn it, again? Alright, cool. You know, it's tough. It's tough, this world we live in, to keep like a soul that is like clean, you know. They purposefully make it as easy as they can to be like fucked up and like awful to everybody around you, and to take the easy way every time you can, you know. But also, like, you can't allow yourself to be pushed around either, you know. You got to know which battles to fight, which battles are worth it, you know. To get the gold, you need 5:15. You need to complete this in 5:15. It took me almost 41 minutes. Holy moly. Uh-oh. Here he is. There he is. Hey, Frankie boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo. What is going on? How can I get out of here? What How do I... Wow. Damn. That was rude. Man, that was pretty rude. That was pretty rude, Francis. Oh shit. Yo, he is moving. This dude is moving. Yo, how am I supposed to do this? I would assume I'm supposed to jump up these things, but it's really weird. And there's also no... Damn it. Oh shit, he just fucking kicked something. Yeah, this camera angle makes it impossible to do anything. Oh man. Yeah, I don't see myself being able to beat this right now. I'm just, like I said, it's the camera angle. I don't suppose I can, like, stomp or slam. Yeah, no, the slam doesn't equal out to anything. Wow. Yeah, like, how? Maybe yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I figure I'm supposed to climb up here using these, but that's kind of a tall order, if I'm being honest with you, you know? Especially when half the especially when half the time that thing is, like, you know, ridiculous. 1, 2. Oh, you son of a bitch! Damn it. Maybe I gotta get. Maybe I only have to get up there one time. Maybe that's what it is. Because oh, damn it. Dude, really? What the fuck? How come every camera angle is vomit-inducing in this game? Dude, yeah, Joe, this fucking game specifically, this level specifically is ass. Where is the ball? I have 1 life left. I at least have an idea of what I'm supposed to do. It's just so, like, stupid. Again, the camera, son of a bitch. I gotta wait for the lightning to go away before I can access that. Wow. Oh, you... It's the camera angle. Like there's a learning curve to the camera angle is really what it is, you know? Like, I'll be fine once I get that down, but I have a feeling I'm probably not going to be able to finish this boss battle, because, you know, I did want it to be kind of a quicker stream, and, you know, that means I got to get out of here closer to the, you gotta be joking, man. I genuinely can't watch it. Yeah. Let's just go in circles. Yeah, you guys like that? Is that a good camera angle? Is that a good way to do it? Okay, alright, okay, good. Yes. One, two. Wow. Wow. That's what makes it so tough, is like, it's not hard bouncing from one side to another. The tough part is getting the right angle and the right timing to actually hit there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, oh man, oh man. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I gotta, like... I gotta throw it. I think I lost the ball. Nope, I got it. That's not good though. Where's the fucking... It's there? So how do I... How the fuck am I supposed to get there? Alright, at the very least, I can leave this up here while I try my best. Oh, damn. That was fucking stupid. Anyway, at least I know. I mean, I kinda know a little bit. You know? I like teaching people things they didn't already have a chance to learn about, especially Greg with his experiments with psychedelics, for example. Scott does the same, I believe. Learned plenty of supplemental info from the MMA streams and analyses. Well, I'm glad I could help. But yeah, anyway. Excuse me. I think it is about time to head on out to hit that dusty trail, as was said in Family Guy that one time. I heard that in Family Guy once, and I've been saying that for years. That's everything you need to know. That's everything you need to know about me, I guess. But thank you everybody who popped in. I appreciate the hell out of you, as you already know. I'm gonna work on that Jeopardy stream. It's just been tough, you know, as I have mentioned. I will be streaming tomorrow as well. That will not be a Jeopardy stream. That'll probably be a chill stream, or maybe even another Glover stream. But I will also look into other things that we might be able to do. We haven't done a lolcow stream in a while, deep diving into a lolcow. Let me know if there's any lolcows that you think I should take a look at, you know? But yeah, thank you everybody who popped in. All right. I'm going to head out. Till next time. Peace.